I don't trust those guys. Even though one of them looks cool with his gray hair, and dreamy eyes, and big muscles, and lean legs, and luscious lips, and a beautiful smile, and long eyelashes. Hey, the dad sucks. We need to resurrect him and then kill him again. I don't have an intro for this video. I should have thought of that before I hit record. I'm gonna be honest. This quest that we're about to do, I don't really care for it. I remember the last time I played it, which was the first time that I played it, I didn't really care. I was kind of like speeding through it. I mean, to be fair, when I first played Genshin, I didn't care about any part of the story. There was maybe like 5 parts in the overall story that I actually listened to the cutscenes, but it's a part of my Genshin playthrough. If you don't know, this is a free-to-play account, and the reason why I started the series was to show people that you can have fun playing Genshin without spending any money. And so far, I have spent $10, but let me explain. You probably saw that I pulled for Arataki Ito, you know, the one and Oni, El Numero Uno. That guy, aka the best character in the game. There are only 4 weapons you can use on him. And let me tell you like one specific thing about me. I care about aesthetic over functionality. I guess it's a red flag, one of my greatest flaws, but that's just me. And so when I saw how White Blind looked on my baby girl, it was just too much for me to bear. So I got the battle pass and I got Serpent Spine for Ito. But I only got the battle pass because I was really close to completing it. Yeah, I didn't mean to like go on a tangent about that, but the last video we did Dainsleigh's quest. We found out a lot of information, found out that the Traveler is over 500 years old. She actually witnessed the destruction of Conria, which was a civilization built by humanity, ruled by humanity, no gods involved, and the actual gods weren't feeling that. So they were like, you know what? We should just kill all of you. No, like we should. I mean, you guys are a weed in our garden and we don't like that. So they killed all the humans, or so they thought. Turns out the Abyss today were the tomorrow of the Conria people. I said that wrong, just ignore it, okay? I was trying to be deep and profound, but like, just ignore it. But it turns out that the Abyss, they are the people of Conria. Then we found out Dainsleif is from Conria. Actually, it turns out Dainsleif was actually supposed to protect Conria in their time of need, but he abandoned them, I guess? Or maybe he was sick, we don't know. We also reunited with our brother for like 2 seconds before he left with barely any explanation, and it kind of pissed me off. If I was Lumen, I would never talk to Ether again. And if we did talk, it would be with my hands. What was up with that? It's like our relationship meant nothing, and Lumen, she took it way too well, and I think that's pretty much the big points. I am really enjoying the story so far. Dainsleif always gets the story going, always makes it so interesting. But now we're doing the Jade quest. So if you end up liking the video, give it a like, share, subscribe for more. I'm gonna be streaming, I'm guessing next month. And yeah, the intro is over.
And I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Another reason why I'm doing this quest, you probably already know what I'm gonna say. I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with this guy right here. Why can't I see my cursor? Hello? Oh, I couldn't see it for a second. Am I crazy? It wasn't there before. But anyway, it has something to do with this guy right here. Between you and me, for the people watching this video, because I know that like not every subscriber on my channel watches these videos, but I was planning on doing this video where I was gonna triple crown Ito for his birthday, because his birthday's in June and my birthday's in June too. It's June 17th, if anyone cares. And so I wanted to make this video that was called Triple Crowning Ito for his birthday. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that because, like, doing the math, if I do Signora's weekly boss every week from now on, it still won't be enough to triple crown him by his birthday. So I can't do that. So I'm planning something different for his birthday. Yeah, that's just a secret. Shh, don't tell anyone, okay? Wait a second. Well, okay, this part of the story is still important, so we still need to do it. But I thought that Inazuma was locked because of the Jade Chamber Rising quest. Now I don't know what to do. We can just go to Inazuma right now. Okay, no. Okay, no. This quest is important because it talks about SHENHE. I was so close to just being like, wait, screw the Jade quest. The amount of times I almost accidentally started this quest because I came too close to this area.
Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Woo! There's only like 2 people here.
So the rumors are true.
No one cares, Ningguang.
No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much.
This is where
lately.
like all their tax dollars are going to.
Jade
they don't care.
Chamber means a lot to Lady
Those
Ningguang.
words are insane.
Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Oh, that's why they're here.
Lady
They don't
Ningguang.
even care.
Is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
She's like, don't do it, man. Don't do it. We don't got the money for it.
Excuse my ignorance,
Stop taking loans
Lady
out.
Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other 2.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber. Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when.
Why don't you just
I
get it
take the
yourself?
saying, time is money,
if you know what it is.
more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find, and in addition, the first 3 people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question. You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation will be to everyone's satisfaction.
Does like Ningguang?
These things won't be
does she
easy to
just
get hold of.
know everything like
But
that?
if it means a chance to get some inside information on Leo at
Because like, what if
Harvard's
someone asks like a
next
really
year?
difficult question,
Then
like a
it's the
philosophical
deal
question?
of a lifetime.
Would she just know the answer to that?
Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless.
Or if you say
Whoever
something
gets to
about
it first
Celestia,
takes the market.
would she know?
Haha, what a coincidence. I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just the other day. So excuse me all, but I have some business to do.
That sounds like a black guy.
No. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched away from us.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
Like, it's so high-pitched, you know?
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested?
She's gonna ask about her brother, which is so boring. Can I really ask you anything at all?
Yes. Providing the question pertains to something
See,
I
it's
am
always
knowledgeable
about her brother. But like when I'm thinking back on it, when have we actually made progress on finding our brother and like the whole story? I feel like the only time is during Dainsley's quest. The music stopped. Every time you mention Dainsley, the music just stops.
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to run a business! Then we'll never be short of more...
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the
we're
Jade
friends,
Chamber
Ningguang.
requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. Once you
Look at
have
this
collected the
random
materials,
bird.
please take them there. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person.
Wait, I think the bird wants
When
to
you do
participate in
arrive,
building the
please
Jade Chamber.
seek out my
That's so
secretary.
cute.
Remember,
He's like, I know where some
this
plush
is a race
right
against
is.
the clock. A rare opportunity presents itself to you. Do not let somebody else snatch it from your grasp.
Ningguang seems super
This
busy.
bird.
Come on, we better get going. First, we gotta get out of YouTube.
That reminds me of
Huh?
in Pokemon Arceus
It seems like
when there's like a
something
random
kind of
spiel that just
fishy
rolled
going on
around
over
while
there.
you're talking to Atamon.
Ma'am, you seem
Atamon?
like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest Lady Ningguang has set up. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest you. Come on, let's find somewhere a little more private. We can get down to brass tacks.
No, I don't need it.
Period.
Ah,
He's creepy
don't be
anyway.
like that. Hey, come on, don't go!
Guys, this
Why
guy,
don't just stand there?
isn't that
After.
like the finest
Oh,
NPC
right,
y'all
yeah.
ever seen? Like his specific model. Every time I see that model, I'm just like, wait, why is he kind of serving?
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information.
They're probably lying.
Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
Honestly, I don't think they were talking about the Jade Chamber. I think they were trying to like get with her or something. I don't trust those guys. Even though one of them looks cool with his gray hair, and dreamy eyes, and big muscles, and lean legs, and luscious lips, and a beautiful smile, and long eyelashes.
Let's keep looking.
Oh, there they are. See, look at them being so creepy.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Nowhere left to run.
Do y'all
Don't
really
worry,
think
we're not
y'all can
bad
take
guys.
her?
You give us some mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
Didn't y'all just say
I've
y'all were gonna
already
give her
told you.
Mora and y'all
I
are in
don't
debt?
need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent lady. I shouldn't have to spell this out to you. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay?
See, he looks so
It's
cute.
about you
Like,
taking out your money
is it just me?
and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
I won't.
the way Paimon is smiling about it, she just
No more
loves
excuses.
witnessing violence.
Okay, I know you have money. I saw you. Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites. Then Shinhue kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each time.
Why are you stalking
You
her?
order all the signature dishes, take a few bites, then you're on your way again. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change, huh?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor.
No, do it.
But here
I give
we
you
are.
permission.
Perhaps. Yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
What are you
Listen to
afraid
the fine
of?
man.
We're just selling information. It's not illegal.
Is he
She lays
stupid?
a finger on us, all
He
the
wants
better.
to die, so he won't have to
Sue her
pay
for
anyone
everything
back.
she's worth.
They're trying to intimidate people into doing business.
Oh,
Snitch.
you again.
Millilith. What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this? You ought to mind your own business. I swear.
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians?
Yeah.
You're coming with us.
Yeah. Take them to the gallows.
Don't be angry, sir.
Hang them for
Please,
Barl's
let me
sake.
explain.
The Mila takes away the hooligans who are surrounding the young lady with white hair. Are you alright?
SHENHE.
SHENHE?
SHENHE.
My name.
Oh, so your name's SHENHE. Paimon's name is, well, Paimon. And
Wait.
this is Paimon's travel buddy.
Like, you guys probably noticed, like, when I say names, sometimes I mispronounce them. That's because I kind of have a speech problem. But it's that, and also every time someone says a name, they all pronounce it differently. Like when we came to Leeway, I pronounce it Leeway, but some say Leeway, or others are like Leeway or Leeway. And I'm just like, I don't know how it's pronounced. So like I pronounce it however, like maybe like the most recent time I heard it. Or but she said SHENHE, but Paimon's saying SHENHE. So like now I'm confused. It's just really confusing sometimes because not everyone pronounces it the same way. Like I'm like surprised that everyone pronounces Jean as Jean, or like D-Luke. Some people say D-Luke and some others say DeLuke. So it's not just Leeway, it's like everywhere. So I can't imagine how everyone pronounces stuff in Sumeru
Oh, I've heard about you two before.
or Sumeru.
Thank you for helping to defuse
Who
the
knows?
situation. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
Yeah.
You can't do that. That's way too violent. So how exactly have you...
Wait, was that my stomach or the game?
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right.
Okay.
They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other, but only took a small bite of each dish. Then of course you're still hungry. So, anything in particular you're hungry for?
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals.
Those are all medicinal herbs.
Medicinal herbs?
Herbs.
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take SHENHE there for a big medicinal
I
meal.
hate the English
After all,
language.
you can't work on an empty stomach.
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order.
Just give us
Oh,
the stuff,
here you go.
please.
That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's really eating them.
To everyone's astonishment, SHENHE polishes off all
My
the
hunger has now
medicinal
abated.
plates.
Thank you.
Are they really that good?
Rather awful.
Oh,
Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
okay.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food?
Yeah, like eat some chicken. or some
Paimon had
lobster.
enough, Laura. Paimon would go to the fancy...
No one
Because I'm not
cares.
sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious. But should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development.
Okay.
Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Oh, okay. So she
Return to the
still
mountains.
samples the mortal
That
food.
proves
Okay.
it! Paimon knew she was an adeptus.
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber, and now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
True. Yeah.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any... Were you interested in the contest too, SHENHE?
When
I came
Paimon's
for the
voice
rebuilding
is
of
too
the
much
Jade
for me, I'm
Chamber,
just gonna
but
skip
until
it.
this
I
point,
hope
have
that's
no
okay.
intention of joining the contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance.
Yes.
Don't worry. I ask for nothing in return.
Wow! You really don't have to. But having an adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
We welcome you to our team.
Then let's not delay. I have a plan.
Oh, let's go.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan can be classified as awesome.
Yep, she's definitely
I do, however, believe it will be highly effective. We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors.
Wait a second.
Not acceptable!
We're not going to war.
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Yeah, but not murder.
You want to win this competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils. Let's start at the top of the list and work down. So, for Plostrite...
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
Baiju? What are you doing out here?
We're at his place of work. Of
Ningguang
course
wishes
he's
to
over
purchase
here.
a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
I'm
SHENHE,
not too
what did you
sure.
do?
I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' personal
I don't
affairs.
trust Baiju. I really don't.
And she also borrowed Chi-Chi.
Like the way he
Meaning
talks,
Boo Boo
it sounds
Pharmacy
like
is
he has
very
more
short-handed right now.
information
I don't
than
suppose
he
any
lets
of you
on.
are looking for
Like he's constantly
part-time
hiding
work
something.
by any chance?
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here, though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called Sunset Vermilionite?
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When activated, Sunset Vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. It's very rare indeed. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there's anything further you need from me, just come to the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
No. No, I don't trust you. Also, ignore that I am level 50 and haven't ascended my world level yet. I'm getting there. I am. It's just like, I'm not ready for the game to be harder yet, okay? So just leave me alone. Alright? Just leave me alone. And everything will be okay. Where are we going? Oh, this guy. The Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're
Oh,
finally
he's
back.
here too.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here.
Kiss up.
We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment.
Oh, okay.
Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
Xingqiu. Xingqiu. Xingqiu.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how, pray tell, may I be of service?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilionite?
She pronounced it differently too.
Oh, I see.
She's saying
So you've entered
like
Lady Ningguang's
Xingqiu.
contest as well.
But he said Xingqiu.
As well? Do you mean...
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite, but only one piece. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction, and a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about the price. At the end of the day, It all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million mora.
Dang.
500 million?
Wait, 500 mil? Oh, I don't have 500 million. I forgot, I'm not like the 1%.
The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But without any sunset vermilionite...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Never heard of them.
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away.
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some sunset vermilionite. After Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to time. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly certain that it is situated in the Lisha area.
But isn't that like kind of robbing him?
But is it really okay for us to just go and
like, I don't feel
take
right
his
about
treasure?
that.
Wouldn't it be a little, disrespectful with him being an adeptus?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like this bother him.
Okay.
Open-minded? I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that?
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine. Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus...
Okay, yeah, we're good. What was I gonna say? I feel like the characters in Leeway, they have the best character designs. Like, they all look so good. Like, Xingqiu, Ganyu, Shenhe, Hu Tao, Zhongli. Like, everyone has like really great designs.
Let's see. Xingqiu said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area more closely.
She made it rain.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around.
Why would
Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there?
Oh. I see. So, like, what are Sealies? I'm assuming they're like dead people, right? Like lost souls. We get to play a SHENHE! Oh my gosh! Okay, so how are we doing this, Queen? You know, it's crazy. SHENHE said that the Sea Gazer is very open-minded and wouldn't mind if you took Vermilionite or whatever it's called, and yet he has all these traps and monsters and trials that's gatekeeping the gem from us. Like, is he really open-minded? Oh, we can just sit here? Okay. Oh wait, there's 2 chairs and 2 Sealies. What's the story here? Who are these 2 people to Sea Gazer? Like his apprentices or something?
So huge! That's true, but then again, why isn't it floating?
It has to be
Plaustrite
activated,
doesn't float
right?
until it's activated.
Yeah.
It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
Wow, SHENHE, you seem to know everything
I like
about
that her
this.
nails are blue.
Only because my master is
That's
fond
a
of
cute
chatting
detail.
about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling story after story. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like this.
I wonder who this master is. Is it Cloud Retainer?
Hold on a sec. Paimon just realized something. If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, we'll be dragged up into the sky too.
True. Okay, Paimon using her brain.
If we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This rock must weigh well over 1,000 pounds, surely.
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure? Be careful.
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a plostrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged.
Paimon meant you, Shenhe.
My safety.
That's right. Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything. But if something this heavy lands on you, you're gonna get yourself hurt, no matter who you are. You gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects. It's just common sense.
Is it now? Well then, thank you. I'll go on ahead with the plostrite. Let's meet at the building site later.
How is Shenhe able to carry the huge rock all by herself?
Like, okay, Queen of Lifting.
Tactile super strength much?
Wow, this is so pretty. Hold on, let me like get a picture. Okay, Kasaha, do something cool. Do something cool, Kasaha. Let's just say that for this picture, he's washing his sword. Though, don't start with the music, Liyue. You're gonna make me cry. It's like Mondstadt will always be home, but Liyue, their music, it's just something about it.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
Okay,
How
acting.
can she lift that massive rock all by herself?
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete.
She's
I
so
was just delivering
straightforward,
this
I
for
love
some
it.
other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhe and Ningguang's little helper.
Wow, that's kind of disrespectful, Paimon. She has a
so
name.
You're the ones behind this.
By when?
No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest plostrite specimen. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper.
Yeah,
it's
correct her.
secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing, right?
In truth, it is the finest piece of plostrite we have received so far. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you are welcome to stay there. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the building site.
Shenhe! Just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises!
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and break into a big smug smile.
I've had similar compliments before.
Okay.
They call me an Adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than normal people.
But I am not...
Shenhe?
Girl, tell us your lore. What's your backstory?
I'm fine.
Because I actually can't
I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
Yeah, let's get you some flowers.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and meditate in silence.
Okay.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild on your own.
Paimon, shut up. She's an Adeptus.
When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. All right?
Well, this is how she
Seriously,
relaxes.
Don't punish
Leave her
yourself
alone.
like this.
And also, she's an Adeptus. She's not like normal people.
Okay. If you insist.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms
Ron?
left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. Visitors, business people, tea sellers, all sorts. So, business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky you got here when you did. One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready
I
when
don't
you
know
get
why
out.
the way he
The other
delivered
room
that
is
line was
just
so
at the
funny to
door on the
me.
left. Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me. I'll leave you to it.
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside until the other room's ready. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Paimon couldn't help it. Let's buy one for Shenhe too. She can have it as a midnight snack. Or save it for breakfast tomorrow.
All right. I will head to my room for now. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door.
Have a good rest, Shenhe.
Mm-hmm. See you tomorrow.
Hey, isn't that Cloud Retainer? What's she doing here? Let's go and say hi.
She's just being rude. As she always is. You still want to destroy Leeway Harbor?
Time to go.
Cloud Retainer? Huh? I will never get over that. That was such like a dramatic reaction to Rex Laffy's dying.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
Yeah, we're besties now.
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhe too, Cloud Retainer?
Of course she does. She's an Adeptus.
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
See, Shenhe.
Cool. So, what's her Adeptus name anyway? Calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe it'd be better if we called her by her Adeptus name instead.
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
Cool.
Oh, right. Wait, what? Paimon neither. This is a real surprise.
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Yes. I mean, she lifted like 1,000-ton rock.
Methods are extremely direct.
Ah, yes.
Okay, so I guess she was raised by
like
the
this
Adepti.
all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed.
Oh, she was already like that. She
One
was already
first found
weird.
Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
Okay.
That sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and are highly reliant on their parents for survival. But not so her.
I mean, she said
That
that
she was able
as
to
if that's
endure such
a
terrible
weak
danger was
thing to
due
do.
not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born. One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike.
Oh my gosh, she was
Only
a savage
after
since
she was
birth.
satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm did she finally relent. She then passed out without uttering a single word.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, SHENHE might have...
killed that
Not
monster.
necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that SHENHE may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
At 6 years old. How big was the monster? I'm so curious.
Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in the first place?
A wrath of a god?
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided to adopt her.
So when SHENHE talks about her master, she means...
Indeed. It is one to whom she refers. SHENHE has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day.
What's up with SHENHE?
Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity.
Oh my gosh.
Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay.
Oh my gosh.
The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. But they also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well.
That explains so much. This is so sad. What the heck?
It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that SHENHE's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you, and take good care of her.
Oh, now Paimon gets it.
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion. Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. Well, one is most curious to observe how she will respond to the coming storm. If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall not hesitate to seize control. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching. Be sure to get ample rest.
Night is here. SHENHE's story is so wild to me. So, since birth, she was just out for blood. And the red ropes that she wears, that's why she's like so like straightforward and kind of immune to other people's reactions, because those red ropes are making her monotone, which is so sad.
So, SHENHE...
Because
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it?
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me.
Okay, so
after
why
all,
is she so strong,
master
though?
is
Because
very
visions
talkative.
don't really give you strength like that. They just give you
Sorry,
elemental
Shenhe.
powers.
Paimon had you down as an adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon
So
was
does she have
wrong.
like adepti
It's okay.
energy?
I don't mind.
Like with the Battle of
The fault is
Osile
mine for not
that they
explaining
gave us
everything
like
to you
their
sooner.
energy? Is it like that?
Because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend. For this, I am very grateful indeed.
Just remember we're your friend.
To be fair,
Please don't kill us.
we've met our fair share of real adepti, too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Lumen and Paimon are so nice because if I found out that since birth SHENHE was just a menace to society, I don't know if I would look at her the same way. I'll just constantly be thinking, does she want to kill me right now? Am I being too annoying and she just might scratch my face off? Is it safe to be around her? I mean, dang, she got a lot of red ropes. I never noticed that. She got one in her hair, on her earrings, right here. Like, dang, Mountain Chamber, you didn't even put that many ropes on her. No wonder she doesn't have any emotions left.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms
like
of what I
all
have to do.
over her.
I must say I like the title
Like, is her
friend
bra
very much
made out of
indeed.
red ropes too?
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list.
Oh my gosh, we still have 2 more items.
Let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the After all, Sunset Vermilion...
Bruh, this is taking forever. So SHENHE and Ganyu, they kind of have similar backstories, where Ganyu is like half with humanity and then half with the Adepti. SHENHE is like kind of the same, where she is human, but she was raised by the Adepti. Oh my gosh, it's Yunjin and Beto?
Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky! But it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Obviously.
Hey, Byron! And hey! People Paimon doesn't know?
Yunjin's design is so
Given the enormous
good.
scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced.
Wait, I have a question. Is it possible to have 2 visions? And I don't mean like a vision and like a... Oh wait, that's a spoiler. But for those who know the game, you know what I'm talking about. The other thing. But yeah, they should make a character with like 2 actual visions. Like that would be so interesting. Like what if it was like a cryo and a pyro vision? Or a dendro and electro vision? Like that would be so cool. Or like what if someone got a vision, but then they stole someone else's vision and then they used both? Like, that would be a cool storyline.
Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground. Once the plastrite, the remainder of the
Miss Bywin.
Yeah,
Lady
that's great.
Ningguang is most
Okay, we
grateful
don't
and
need
looks
to hear
forward
this
to seeing
whole
more of your
dialogue,
work.
bro.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch. Wait, I know you. You're the one who fought against the Vatuian Osile, right? Oh, sure enough, your reputation precedes you. Pleased to meet you. I'm Beto, captain of the Crux.
Beto? Are you here to join the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of Sunset Vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
She is so pretty.
These 2 are Paimon and the Traveler. I'm sure you've heard of them before. And this is... sorry, I'm not sure we've met.
SHENHE. I am their... friend.
Aww.
Good to meet you. Well, from today on, I guess all of us are friends.
Whoa, wait, hold on now.
Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss SHENHE, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in
Like,
great
bro,
need
even
of this
look at the
opportunity to
back,
ask
like
Lady
her
Ningguang
hair.
a question. That's why I
so
joined the
good.
contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a
Okay,
specimen of the
we don't
plus.
care about this part.
Wow. So
Excuse me for prying, Miss SHENHE, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help her win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make.
Yes.
Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us.
Okay.
Instead of
I'm
competing
down.
against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting approach.
We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
by the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang, Yunjin?
I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion.
Ooh, what's the opera called? Paimon wants to go see it.
The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus.
Looks into
It's called
Shenhe's eyes.
The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Oh, I thought she was gonna tell us about it. Okay.
Thank you for
Oops, sorry, Catherine. My bad.
I came to Mount Tianeng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane
This is
for
so
me.
beautiful. Oh my
Look at
gosh.
these majestic, towering peaks and the gently flowing streams. It's like setting foot in paradise. No wonder the legend of the Divine Damsel of Devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals seldom stride. Indeed, this looks like a place that one might expect to be frequented by Adepti.
The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place... What's the story about, though?
It's the story of a girl becoming a hero.
Cool! A hero story? They're Paimon's favorite!
The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. One day, a terrifying monster appeared. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit and drove him to madness. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me." But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. They had no choice but to give in to the monster's demand. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and came forward. Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade.
Oh.
She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her sword and entered into a fierce struggle with the monster, from which she eventually emerged as the victor. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter the mortal world. And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air. That's how the opera ends.
That is so funny, because I feel like sometimes the game just thinks that the player is stupid. Sometimes they'll create these plot lines that are so obviously connected, and then if you don't get it, then they'll put something like this. So it's like, okay, I don't think the player understands that SHENHE is connected to Yunjin's story. So maybe there should be a dialogue option where the traveler looks at SHENHE, you know, to hint to the player that they're connected. Just like a little hint. Like, we don't want to make it too obvious.
I really like this story, but I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be.
I wonder, like, how
I'm not
much
sure
truth
she
there is to the
deserves all the
story.
praise she is given.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree of deviation from the truth is always inevitable. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience with the character of the divine damsel.
I think it's a great story. The ideal story.
Okay, now we're trying to get Subrosium.
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were Huh, he didn't seem to catch that.
Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask...
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? SHENHE, Yunjin.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman.
Okay.
If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
SHENHE.
SHENHE. You're alive.
Oh.
The rumors were true. So, all these years?
This is like the youngest.
I'm sorry, I don't know
old
how to
man I've
find
ever
Subrosium. But I think you can find some information in the village.
Oh wait, now he's talking.
This place is
Why was he
deserted
acting
now.
so crazy
No
before?
one ever comes here. So you can rummage around all you want.
You know this guy, SHENHE?
Thank you, kind
I mean,
sir.
she said
We'll go
uncle.
and take a look around. Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss SHENHE. She'll be quite safe.
Okay, then let's see what we can find in this village.
What's this?
Oh, it's like a note. The doctor said you were gravely ill. Don't worry, I will give everything I have to save you. My heart bleeds whenever I see you getting wearier, your illness beyond treatment. How I wish I could suffer the pain for you. You said you had no regrets in this life and that you only wish for me to take good care of SHENHE. Do not acknowledge that I messed that line up. But if you regret nothing, why the tears? I don't know what I've been doing lately. Though I still breathe, I feel like an empty shell. I have read all the ancient texts I could get my hands on. I have read all the ancient texts I could get my hands on, looking for ways to save you, but it is utterly futile. I finally found it. It was Mingjin. He had kept the book that could save you hidden. I took it and followed its instructions to summon a god and offer a sacrifice. The god appeared. I told him that I was willing to exchange my life for yours. He kept silent and only pointed at our daughter SHENHE. The god said her fate was to bear the curse of calamity and that she was prone to bring harm to those close to her. The god also said that she might even have been the cause of her death. In that case, I thought you should what? Do what? Oh, I guess give her away. I left her in the cave that the god mentioned. 3 days have passed and still no news. I grow restless from waiting, seized by an ominous feeling. You are the worst father ever. Like, how could you? I am sorry, my love. Forgive me. You too, SHENHE. Please forgive me. How stupid I was. How blind. Let me apologize to both of you in person. That's crazy. He actually let this monster take his daughter. And I guess he did that because the god was like, yeah, your daughter, she's crazy. She's going to be the curse of calamity. And she's probably going to kill every person she sees. So is it really a loss? And the dad was like, you know what? Maybe this is for the best. I feel like if the monster incident didn't happen in the first place, I don't think she would still bear the curse of calamity, you know? I think because of that incident, that's what put her on the path to be that kind of person. I don't think she was just born like that. I feel like this traumatic incident is what put her on that path for that. Like inherently, I don't think she was like ever a bad person. It was just the circumstances she was in and like the trauma that she had to endure, which makes her prone to violence. Because if the monster incident didn't happen, I don't think she would have ever turned out like that. So like in a way, she was like always fated to become that. But if you were to have taken out that incident with the monster, she wouldn't have turned out like that, I don't think. So it was never really SHENHE volunteering, I think. It was just her dad giving his own daughter away to save his wife.
So, SHENHE is the divine damsel? Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus, and she is about the right age.
And how old is she?
So that's why I've been getting
30?
the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. I should have noticed it earlier. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple.
Wait, so in the story, it was just a random kid just from the audience just volunteered.
And she didn't volunteer.
Yeah.
She was sacrificed to the monster.
Like
by her own father.
Like imagine something like that happening to you. Of course you would hate people in general and just distrust people. Maybe not develop murder tendencies, but like imagine what a situation like that does to a child's mind. 6 years old and your dad basically loves his wife more than you and is willing to do anything to get her back, even going as far as sacrificing his own child. Of course she's gonna bear the curse of calamity and just like be like a heartless person because of that situation. It's because as young as she was, she learned that, wow, humanity actually sucks and like I can't even trust my own father.
The truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why SHENHE said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice to enter that ghastly situation. She was forced into it.
And I think the only reason why she survived was because of the anger
like
she had towards her father.
To make a few revisions to his
so
beloved
like that
opera.
monster was never getting out of that situation. Not with the way SHENHE was feeling. Man, the dad sucks. We need to resurrect him and then kill him again. He needs to face the consequences. His grief is not enough of a consequence. Records of a...
So it seems that SHENHE's father thought he was summoning a benevolent deity using a magic incantation. But in fact, he summoned an evil god's remains, which took the form of a monster.
Oh!
His obsessive yearning for his deceased wife led to a terrible tragedy. The villagers moved away in fear, without ever learning the truth. And now, this place is deserted. Still, I do wonder what the connection is between SHENHE and Mingjin.
But I didn't even get to...
We looked everywhere, but...
Bruh, I didn't even get to read it. Okay, I was like, bruh, like, can I read it first? A branch family of exorcists used to live in the east of the village, but in around 2 weeks, the mother died of disease. The young daughter went missing, and shortly after, the father hanged himself on a tree in the yard of his own house. Honestly, I should read this like a news story. A branch family of exorcists used to live in the east of the village, but in around 2 weeks, the mother died of disease. The young daughter went missing, and shortly after, the father hanged himself on a tree in the yard of his own house. It has been confirmed that the traces of an evil god's remains were found in the village. The villagers are panicking, as no one is certain whether the evil god's remains are gone for good. Do be careful when you are in this area. I am Rex Lapis, Layaway News, signing off. How did she gather all of that from this note? So the dad thought he was summoning a divine god, but really he's responsible, like even more responsible, for setting SHENHE on that path of destruction, because he summoned the monster in the first place. It was all his own doing. He basically created that fate for SHENHE. I did not think I would care about this story as much as I do right now. It's such a tragedy too. honestly. It feels so Shakespearean how everything happened.
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptess from a merchant passing by. I never imagined it was you. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't bring myself to stand up to him. I just let things happen, let it all escalate. And, well, we all know how that story ended. I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a chance to apologize to you.
If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way.
True. Man, I bet she's so angry. Like, if those ropes were off of her, she would have so much anger in her voice.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions, making me dispassionate, like the Adepti. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
You're not gonna react to that? I would have been like, take the ropes off.
And I will leave you all in peace.
Like, tell me how you
SHENHE,
really feel.
It brings me some solace knowing that you are okay. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end.
Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the Divine Damsel of Devastation are not true to the facts. So I'd like to change them.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your lived experience in favor of my father's fiction.
It's okay. I like your version.
But, huh?
My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of human society. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just haven't had the opportunity to see it for yourself yet.
SHENHE! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! Let's go!
Whoa, Paimon, that was incredibly rude. That has to be the rudest Paimon has ever been. They're having a serious heart-to-heart about SHENHE's trauma and her trying to overcome, you know, the darkness within her. And Paimon is just telling them to shut up. Oh my gosh, she's so rude. That made me so mad. Like, what is her issue? Oh my gosh. Wait, is that Zhao? It looks like this soldier is like holding a bouquet of flowers, like he's dead. Like when I played this the first time, I had this quest activated and for some reason, I think I like left it at this part and then a few days later came back to the quest to finish it off. And then I just saw Zhao just standing there and I'm like, wait, what is he doing? And then I went up to him and then he said this line.
Have they found a solution to the danger in the sea?
And I was like, wait, what is he talking about?
Ningguang didn't tell you. Something has happened in Guyan Stone Forest. According to the contract, as an Adeptus, I should not get involved for now. But these things can be unpredictable. I have a contingency plan of my own. Only a single mountain lies between here and Liyue Harbor. If things get out of control, I will defend this place myself.
And it was so ominous to me because I was like, wait, what? Why are you just standing here by yourself?
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, now that our path—
Thank you. So, Master—
Fine by me.
Wait, that actually might have been an important dialogue. Oh, cool. We got the last two things we need. Wow, I can't believe I've been recording for like 2 hours. Oh my gosh, look, the Jade Chamber. I wonder if we can like go on top of it. Because they can't see us from up here. So what are they going to do if we come up here? Bro, imagine if we like snuck in and just stole all of her stuff. Dang it, we can't go inside.
We found all the materials!
Oh, already. All three of you found them together. The Wonder Cores and Adepti Sigils look good.
Woo, we found our winners.
I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin, and Beidou.
Woo!
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the Plustrite yet.
I can't believe it.
Well, believe it. You lost.
So close, but so far.
Go cry about it.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Huh? Where's Beidou? She was right here.
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me for now.
Oh, it's probably that thing in the sea.
All right then. Guess we'll head on up to the Jade Chamber first.
Combine the Adepti Sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete.
Woo, let's go.
Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky. Thank you all for your work. Now it is time for me to fulfill my promise.
Traveler, don't waste your question on your brother. She
Miss
doesn't
Yun,
know.
I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking for a venue for your new opera, aren't you?
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here, in the newly built Jade Chamber?
Heck yeah!
The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens. I can think of no better stage for you than here, Miss Yun.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles shortly. Please allow me to bring all these aboard the Jade Chamber.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good opera deserves.
That's so nice of her.
A traveler, SHENHE, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your brother's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
I love her. I love her.
You're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well. Guess Paimon will ask a question then.
No.
Managing
Paimon,
a successful
you didn't do
business
anything.
is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, an instinct for what is a good opportunity.
Paimon is like
all of these
making me
traits
so
are
mad
crucial.
in this story.
If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work for you.
Wow. Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, and I intend to repay you handsomely for it. So I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the highest rate of remuneration.
What are the benefits though? Do we get like
So next time we run out of more, we just need to come to Ningguang?
vacation days,
No more questions from
insurance?
us. SHENHE, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'd urge you not to squander it.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second. Paimon can probably think of another one.
No, shut up, Paimon. Paimon is so selfish.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting question.
She's like,
Liyue
I don't
Harbor
know.
is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
Huh. A sense of belonging.
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it, it always requires a reason. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed to it. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can find yours soon.
I see.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou! It's your turn! Do you have a question for Ningguang?
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the contest. Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready, and the Millelith have set up an ambush.
Glad to hear it. Watch your back.
Oh.
Stay alert.
Beidou?
Wait, is the wound dressings for the soldiers, like in case they get injured?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's better that you don't know.
Was Paimon not listening when Zhao was talking? He literally said what was going on.
When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber,
oh, it's daytime
I
now.
stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor far below. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Teyvat. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber anew at this time. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the prosperity and peace of the human world. And I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence!
Let's go, cutscene! Uh-oh. Dang. Always rooting everything. These freaking monsters. Oh, this is a different water beast.
Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepta.
No.
Huh?
In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone.
Period. See, like, look at what she's doing. Catching. Man, they featured like a lot of characters in this one. Wow, his wife really came out here to avenge him. That's crazy. Okay, Beidou.
All hands! Tsunami incoming!
Oh my gosh.
What's that? Wait! A giant wave!
Okay, so we're all dead. Chocolate, what are you gonna do? So embarrassing. Let's go, SHENHE!
Accursed child! Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all.
Oh my gosh, what the heck?
At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
Yes! Feel the emotions. Yes, girl. She's on her Moses right now. Imagine like all the ice just destroyed everyone. Yeah, get out of here. No, SHENHE.
What are you doing here?
Oh.
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk.
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in the fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We'll help too!
Okay. Dang, she's stubborn, huh? Let
this
her go.
Place is
Are you okay?
I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, fine.
Okay, good.
I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me.
Well, we're friends now. We had to go together.
Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
How did things go underwater?
Yeah, we almost drowned. It's no big deal.
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted. When you visit the Jade Chamber in the future, you will be afforded generous treatment.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you. How are the Millilith?
We suffered 30 casualties.
Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help.
Yes. She froze a tsunami.
On behalf of the entire Millilith, thank you for your service.
Just like the hero in the story.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
And that's what makes you human.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance, we must be prepared.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
Oh, okay, Cloud Retainer.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been for SHENHE.
True.
That I do not deny.
Wait.
However, final victory was
Dawn
always
used a
going to be
cryo
ours, even had things
She
been a
could've
little more
stopped it.
arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy
Maybe.
another Jade Chamber.
One has observed
I mean,
your
she fought
adaptation
alongside
of the
Rex
Guizhong
Lapis, so
ballista.
she must be like pretty strong too.
Find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking. You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress compared to the last time. Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there will no doubt be further trials to come in the future. Do not suppose that one will not continue observing you hereafter.
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always ensure Liyue's safety.
SHENHE, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago, and noticed the air of dejection in which you returned. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Good.
Wait, she feels
Traveler,
happy?
please take good care of SHENHE. She is a dear child.
She is a grown woman.
In fact, one has many fond memories of SHENHE's childhood that she may be interested to hear about.
Yes! Spill the tea. What was she like as a child?
Oh. They are all like this. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be going
Not her
homeward
throwing
now.
a fit about it.
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade Chamber when you have recovered your energy. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis. This banquet must be the most—
I bet the citizens want to move out so badly. They're like, Rex Lapis is dead, Osile tried to attack Liyue Harbor, and now his wife is trying to kill us. Man, I'd be wanting to move out too. Dang, can we like rest for one day?
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself. Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one. I trust you will find the marvelous view from the Jade Chamber to be an equally gratifying indulgence.
I bet you gotta be like rich to be able
today.
to come to the Jade Chamber to watch a performance.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed any of Miss Yun's performances, and I don't intend to start now.
Like, how much money do
I
they
hear she's going to
have?
perform The Divine Damsel
And how many
of
loans do they have to
Devastation
take out?
today, the one written by her father. I've been
Like
so
maxing out their
excited,
credit
and I've
card just to
barely
come up here?
slept the last few nights.
Hey, look! Miss Yun is going on stage!
She's not like an old woman. It surprises me that she's a Geo user. She's actually singing?
批冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。 客归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
Wow.
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
It was beautiful. Paimon wants to learn too.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the Divine Damsel of Devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in Liyue Harbor.
Thank you. I think I've found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun, here you are.
Then you
Great
coming up to
see
her
ya.
drunk.
Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an adeptus. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The Divine Damsel herself. And look who else we have here, the illustrious traveler. Well, I'll be. This was definitely worth showing up for. Let me pull up a chair, all right. We'll all have a friendly
Wait, hold
chat,
up. You can't just
get
invite
better
yourself.
acquainted.
This is a girls' night right now.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
Uh-oh. This feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self again.
I mean, is she wrong? Is she wrong, though?
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
Wait, you know what? Honestly, Shenhe might hate men because of her father. Because she's not that hostile when it comes to women. But also, the men have been creepy in this quest. It's like, it's not that she wants to like destroy humanity. It's just that she hates men. Yay, we finished. All right, that is gonna be the end of the Jade Chamber Rising quest. This quest really opened my eyes to the potential of the characters and the lore. I really wish they would put Shenhe in the story more, because I feel like she's a really important character. They really need to utilize her more, I feel like. Along with like a lot of other characters too. Shenhe's dad sucks. He summoned a god to save his wife, but in turn, he created two monsters. The monster being the god's remains, which became the monster. And then he also created a monster within his own daughter because of what he did. And because of him, she's the way that she is. She's like, you know, has like this hatred in her heart and this anger towards humanity. Yet she wants to connect with humanity because she is human. It's really all his fault. Like, if he didn't do anything, if he just, you know, dealt with the grief of losing his wife and cared about his daughter, Shenhe would not be the person to bear the curse of calamity and all that and just have these homicidal tendencies. If he just would have been normal about it, she could have avoided that fate, I feel like. And she wouldn't hate men because of it, because I really think that's why she's so hostile towards men, because of her father, which is like a detail I really like. I really appreciate this story so far, even though I didn't want to play this quest, which is so funny, but okay, I really love this quest. I hope you enjoyed it as well, because I really think it shows the potential the overall story can have. Next video, we're gonna be taking some steps towards Inazuma, because I gotta get stuff for Ito. And of course, you know, the story's important too, but I gotta get stuff for Ito. You know, gotta get all those beetles. I mean, the beetles aren't that bad, because I had Sino, and collecting the scarabs was a nightmare. And I'm looking forward to the story, because now, since I'm replaying the whole series from the beginning, I want to see if the Inazuma quest was as lackluster as I remember, because there were some parts to it that was kind of unnecessary to me. So I want to see if I feel the same way about it. If you liked the video, give it a like, share, subscribe for more, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!